What's going on, y'all? I seen this link out, then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. All right, cool. Test, test. I was having some slight difficulties, but we're getting straight to it now. So we're going to break down some of these charts. Got a couple starts we can see in a little bit. It is Friday. So we're about to pull some charts up, see what's going on. We had some news happen last night during the news event. We need to do it again. Another example of price repeating itself. All right, new 15 did just start. Yeah, so we're looking at US30, we're watching gold, we're looking at GN. Those are the main ones we'll be watching right now. I totally forgot to put the banners up. I just got the live started. Let me put some of these banners up. There we go. What's going on, Polinski? I see you in here. Yeah, so we're watching US30 right now. Would have been nice to see the GP news break us out of this box here. But looking at GJ, the game plan is still the same. We're going to wait for it to try to break out of this box, which has been struggling to do for the past couple of weeks. Each day it's hit the support level but failed to close underneath it. So I want to see if today is going to be that day, because as it's been ranging, it's also been holding underneath this level a lot harder. So we can break and stay below like 181.15, 181.10. We can see some sell setups here. Price already did a sell setup I had marked off last night during the news event. So we're either going to wait for a retracement or we're going to wait to see if it can break below that level right there. Speaking of retracements, gold might try to retrace, but if it can hold that level, now it's going for a buy. So we're watching US30, we're watching gold. Whoops. And I'm going to fix these alerts right here. And I like GN too. So we're looking at GN, gold, and then we're looking at the indices. I like how US30s look. I want to see if it can hold underneath this level though. Let me see what the other indices are looking like as well. Yeah, they're doing similar moves. Had a great day yesterday. It's been a great week so far. And members, this is what I was talking about earlier. We went for the SPX sell. Yesterday we hit like TP2. After TP2 got hit, rejected back up, range for the rest of the day, retested his daily level. And then later on that day, around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it ended up dumping and doing exactly what we were trying to see it do when we initially took that first interest. So like I was talking about in yesterday's live, especially those that was in the TikTok live yesterday, when you go with the flow of price and you trade off key price levels, the couple times that you might hit a stop loss, it's very rare that you was wrong. It's usually because price just there wasn't enough volume to break that level yet, or price was just retracing. And there's another example of that. I showed plenty of other examples. Depending on how the charts look and how the market goes today, I might pull up some examples. But right now, we're just gonna be watching the charts right now. I like GN goes doing a retest, and I like US30 for sales. I want to add some more levels onto SPX though. So let me do that really quick. Those are on the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. We're going to go over how we're doing so far this week as well in a second. Just about to pull some charts up, make sure we're not missing anything. It is Friday. There isn't really any high impact news today. There's a couple orange folders. We'll pull it up in a little bit as well. So strictly just going to be waiting for our confirmations, volume to kick in, and just sticking to our rules. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, bro. Yeah, so we're gonna wait to see our price. If price can break below this level. So yeah, I'm liking US30 and SPX. Do a tight stop loss. Yeah, price kind of just chilling right now. Like always, y'all want me to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Got any questions, drop them in the chat. These are going to be the ones I'm looking at right now. I'm going to be watching US30, SPX, gold, and then GN. Those are charts I like right now. I'll pull up the Euro pairs too to see what they're looking like also. Just dropped a new video yesterday. If y'all ain't check it out yet, I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat. Make sure to check that out today. And y'all enjoyed or learned something from it, make sure to hit that like button as well. And if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub and bell button. All right, there we go. Yeah, as far as news today, last night we had GBP news at 2 a.m. And then as far as today, during New York session, London session, we don't really got anything. We got some orange folder during New York. 8:30, we got Canadian orange folder at 9 a.m. We got orange folder. So that's pretty much it. So after that, it's nothing crazy, and that's the beginning of New York. So yeah, we're just going to strictly waiting for setups and our confirmations to be met. Excuse me. Oh, that's why price was looking weird. I didn't mean to hit the 3 hour. I meant to hit the 4 hour. GN is looking nice as well. Let me see possible guys on GM. Let me switch these alerts up. Because the oil breaks above here, we could look for some buys. I was looking at some sell setups on these, like we was talking about earlier, but price failed to hold those levels and rejected up. So if price can break back above this daily level, we can see a possible reversal and buys come into play for oil. So all I'm going to do is just set my alert up here. That way, if price does break it, I'll take a look at it. Let's look at these euro pairs really quick. Yeah, we got nice higher highs on both E and NGM. Wouldn't be too shocked to see a retracement. I actually would like to see a retracement because it's been pushing up all week without one, besides like on Monday. There's been smaller retracements with smaller time frames, but I'm talking about like mainly on like the bigger time frames. But like always, the price wants to hold this level, confirmations are met. I'm not against going for a buy here. It would just be a lot better, in my opinion, if we saw a retracement. But we wouldn't have these marked off right here. GE retracing up, GJ retracing up. I didn't enter this. This was a buy idea high yesterday, so we'll go ahead and delete that. It's only interesting if EA can break this. If EA can break this, we can look for a setup here as well. So I'm going to grab this and then bring it up there. That's what we're about to do. All right, so I got my alerts on those. Yeah, so we're waiting for the next 15. New 5 just started. I'm liking gold and I'm liking US30. And then I like GN as well. G and E, and I like those as well. GP pairs look like they were tracing up. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna write some trade ideas up because I do like how these are looking. We got a couple minutes to the next 15 starts. What's going on, Alton? I see you in here. And then those watching recorded, this is the link I dropped in the chat. Make sure to check that out. But yeah, we're about to get into it in a little bit. Check that out. Yeah, so if I get quiet, it's because I'm writing some trade ideas up. Those that know I can't talk and type effectively because I'm just going to start mixing things together. So just give me 1 second while I type these trade ideas up really quick. Watching gold, US30, SPX, ENGN. I'm looking at EA as well. Yeah, I want to see if we can break and hold underneath that level. It's kind of just chilling right there. We got the GBP pairs retracing. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna keep these charts. I got a couple other charts on my other screen, but we're gonna keep these up on the main screen. All right, so while we're waiting, we're gonna go over how we're doing so far this week. As you can see how we did last week and last month and last quarter. I keep forgetting I switched it up. So last quarter we went 106 wins, 14 losses, got 341,385 pips. Last month we went 27.4, got 16,634 pips. Hit that first link, you're going to see exactly just that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into the free signal room. So the first thing you're going to see is the link to the live. You're going to see the link to the YouTube video I dropped yesterday. And then this is how we did yesterday, trading-wise. Took a GA buy during Tokyo session. TP4 got hit, caught 43 pips. Then during London session live stream, we went for SPX sell and a GU sell. TP2 got hit, caught 500 pips on SPX. Then it retraced, and later on that day, after the news events, it tanked going our direction in our favor, hitting the rest of the TP. Well, not the rest, but hitting most of them. And then we took a GU trade on yesterday's live. TP4 got hit, got 40 pips. Catching 583 pips yesterday, 543 of those strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Ended today 3071 for the week so far. All right, every trade post, that's my personal entry, SL, TPs, time the trade was posted, how many people viewed it into the trade, reactions, of course, those TPs getting hit. As far as how we did on Wednesday we went 2-0, caught 3,700 pips. Caught a NAS buy, TP2 got hit, 2,500 pips. Caught a gold buy, all TPs got hit, caught 1,200. Here's that gold buy. And then how we did on Tuesday. No, that's not Tuesday, that's Monday. Tuesday we went 1-1. And then Monday we went 2-0. Took a GM buy, all TPs got hit, caught 119 pips. And then took a GA buy, TP3 got hit, caught 32 pips. Give us 151 pips on Monday. So that's how we're doing so far this week. And then we scroll to October 8th. You'll see how we did last quarter and last month and all that. But it's new 15. So let me see what's going on these charts really quick. I want to see US30 can hold this level. So while we're watching that, let me fix this really quick. All right, so we're watching US30. Again, we're waiting for price to break and hold this level. If we zoom in, we can clearly see how price is kind of just stuck in this box right here. Just doing a retest again. No rush to enter any trades. We're up for the week. No point in, being in a rush to enter any trades. Now also look at GU. GU literally did the same move we did yesterday. This is the trade we took yesterday on GU. Hit this level, rejected, broke back down last night. Then during the news event an hour and a half ago at 2 a.m., which was right here, price pushed to the downside. We saw this happen on a bunch of the GBP pairs, and almost did the same exact move it did yesterday. Right, even GJ. This was GJ not last night, yesterday or in London session. Again, we're just kind of been in this box. Like we look at all this week. This was Friday. This was Monday, Tuesday. This was Wednesday, and then this was yesterday, and then today. Like literally, price just been bouncing. So again, we want to see price either continue to hold this level of support, or we see the uptrend continue again, or we want to see price break below this level and treat it as resistance, where we look for sales again. Yeah, US30 ain't ready for that yet. So I'm going to let US30 still do its thing. All right, so while we're waiting on these charts, this is how we did last quarter. So July, we went 34-3, caught 105,389 pips. August, we went 45-7, caught 219,708. Then last month, September, we went 27-4, caught 16,634 pips. Exactly what you see on your screen. Ending the quarter, 106 wins, 14 losses. Goes 88% win rate for the quarter. Caught 341,731 pips, 323,385 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. All right, all this stuff first link in the description. You can check that out for yourself. But now we're just going to be watching the charts. Again, y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. But if not, you already know the drill. We're just going to be chilling, looking at the charts I want to look at personally for some entries. So we're looking at US30 for some sales. We're just waiting for price to either retrace back up to here or break below this level. And then we're just watching the currency pairs until we have one that's at a good entry. So we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Waiting for some volume too, because we can kind of see prices just been chilling here. Waiting for some volume to pick up as well. See a lot of ranging. And then the reason why we're looking for buys here is pretty simple. Right, we're going to the daily time frame. Or we go to the Sunday chart analysis. We basically broke this down. I basically predicted price doing this week. Why? Because again, price failed to make a lower low here. Canceled out the lows to the left on Friday. Did the retest Monday. And the rest literally went as projected. Just made a higher high here. So we can see the higher high continue today. Or we could see a quick retracement and then price try to push up. But either way, we're still looking for buys. And again, you can read one chart, you can read every chart. This is why I like to base things off the daily time frame, because again, price moves on a day by day, week by week, month by month basis. You watch any of my trade breakdowns, that's literally what I say every trade breakdown. And then again, when you trade off the daily time frame, that doesn't mean you stay on the daily time frame when you're trading, but you got to make your decision based off of it. You got to know what direction price is going overall. And the bigger time frames are going to tell you that. The smaller time frames aren't going to tell you that. All right, that's why a lot of people get messed up, because they just go straight to smaller time frames, but they don't understand what the bigger picture is. And again, when you trade based off the daily time frame and go with the flow of price, you're going to be able to predict the direction price is going for the entire day instead of just the bounce or retracement. I don't know about y'all, I ain't just trying to catch a bounce or retracement. I'm trying to catch the full move. Now, I didn't really trade EN. I was trading GN, but GN did the exact same thing, right? So we pull up GN instead of EN. EN did it a little bit smoother, but it doesn't have such a huge level of traffic or as nasty as one like GN. See, GN's got a lot nastier level of traffic to the left, but it still did the same thing this week, right? But we can clearly see that the candlesticks are a lot wickier than EN, but we had that drop, right, at the double bottom. Price took out the lows to the left, did that retest on Monday, caught that retest on Monday, and literally just been riding this wave up all week. Again, following the flow of price. And if you don't understand how to exactly do that, or you don't even know how to identify the trend, definitely take this weekend to do so. Because again, the whole point of trading is to take high quality, high probability setups, right? It's not just because of bounce or retracement. Price is mostly going up 60, 70, 80% of the time. It makes more sense to go for. Hold on one second. I just got an email. Yeah, the reason why there ain't no music on this live like it was yesterday, because it's weird, because I literally had a playlist. I'm gonna have to find another one and fact check it. But I was adding background music to those that was in yesterday's live. And it was supposed to be copyright free music, but apparently one of the songs in the playlist wasn't copyright free. So I'm gonna have to find another playlist next week. So that's why there was music in yesterday's live and not this one. But it's all good. But give me 1 second. So I'm gonna drop this video in the chat. This video is gonna help y'all out, because again, you gotta understand how to read the charts. You got to, especially trying to trade long term. You just gotta understand that literally, just to be blunt with it, right? how do we make money? What do we trade based off? We trade off the charts. We trade based off the charts. So if you don't understand how to read the charts, what do you think is going to happen when you take trades? It'll help if I can find the video. All right, here it is. All right, so let me drop this in the chat really quick. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all should see it at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok is playmakerway. Do you have anything for beginners to learn trading? Yes, literally all my videos. All my videos. So you go to my channel and you just explore the playlist or just simply scroll down my videos. Literally all my stuff is to help traders from beginning, intermediate, advanced. Like if you just go through my channel, you'll see exactly that. So I do. My videos aren't just for people that know how to trade. I know a lot of channels are like that where they just show results or stuff like that. But no, my channel is literally built to teach y'all how to trade and not just some pattern. I teach y'all what y'all need to learn, right? What I wish I was taught. Because a lot of times we're not taught. Like a lot of reasons why people struggle, it's not even your fault because you're just using the information that you see or are exposed to. And there's a lot of content that's not really teaching y'all how to trade, especially not effectively. But yeah, like you just go to my videos, like literally everything. I got trade breakdowns. If you're talking about from the very beginning, that video I just dropped in the chat, watch that video. Because again, if you're brand new to trading, you need to be on a demo account. You don't need to be trading on a live account because if you're brand new to trading, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to throw that money away. So again, just go on a demo to understand how to trade effectively. You're winning more than you're losing, and you're consistently profitable for at least a month. All right, a month to a quarter. When you're consistently profitable for a month to a quarter, then that's why I recommend start trading on a live account. I know some people aren't going to like that, but again, if you don't know what you're doing, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose your money. So if you want to just experience that, losing your money, blowing your account, go for it. But if you're actually trying to trade and grow your money, you got to take your time. It literally makes zero sense. Yes, I did it in the past. Plenty of people done it, been there, done that. But again, I'm speaking from experience. It literally makes zero sense to go on a live account where you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Right? So you just go through my videos. Watch that video I just dropped in the chat. Again, you got to understand how price moves. We make money based on the charts. We take trades based on what the charts are doing. So first thing you got to do is understand, and also watch my trading plan video, my most recent video I dropped too. All right, but literally all my videos aren't just for intermediate and stuff like that. So you watch this video I dropped in the chat earlier, what I dropped yesterday, and you watch this video here. And if you start tuning into the lives, literally I drop videos in the chat throughout the entire live, breaking down what I'm talking about on the charts. Right, so you'll start noticing that. Like I literally just did it with that one before I read your comment. But literally, when I'm breaking stuff down, referencing things, I literally drop what I'm talking about that I made a video on in the chat. Just like I did with that video. I do that literally every day. Watch any of my lives, I do that literally every day. But you gotta understand how to read the charts. Then once you understand how to read the charts, then you gotta have a trading plan. And then once you have that trading plan down, that's when you want to start practicing on demo and stuff. I traded all 3 sessions. I traded London, New York, and then before that I traded Tokyo session as well. I traded all 3 sessions. Tokyo session strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. London session we go live like we are right now. And then I trade New York session as well. I trade all 3 sessions. As a beginner, I'm confused. If the Telegram costs 60k pips, does that mean you enter all those trades? I'm just curious how much you trade, since that sounds like a lot of pips. It don't sound like a lot of pips. It is a lot of pips. And yes, so if this is your first time on my channel, what I want you to do is click that link and explore the channel. Every trade has the time the trade was posted, has my personal entry, SL, TPs. This trade, like, I don't know what time you hopped in here, but if you go to yesterday's live stream, I broke down this trade and entered this trade with y'all during the live stream. And then you'll also notice that before I post the first signal on the free channel, I post this disclaimer. And the second line in the disclaimer says every trade I posted is one I personally entered. So yes, every trade I post, every signal is one I enter. I don't just call shit. Anything I post is I entered as well. So we win a trade, I won with y'all. We lose a trade, I lost with y'all. Assuming, you know, I didn't secure profits or anything like that, right? So yes. So make sure to read the disclaimer, make sure to explore the channel. But literally every trade has the time, the date, the TPs, and then also notice I don't say buy or sell. I'm telling y'all what I did. Bought, sold. I do that for a reason. I've had people in the past ask me to change it. I was like, no, I have it like that for a reason. Again, and then again, before any signal, I post this disclaimer. So make sure to read the disclaimer, especially if you're new. Again, the reason why a lot of people struggle with trading is because they skip steps and cut corners. It might look like a big paragraph on your phone screen, but it is not. It's literally just 11 lines. It's not even 11 sentences. It's just 11 lines. If you cannot take the time to read this, then you're going to just skip a bunch of steps in trading. Again, because a lot of this stuff breaks down how trading works in general, how my trades work, how you should go about trading, and all that good stuff. So make sure to explore the channel. All right, and the new members, make sure to explore the channel as well. Don't just sit there waiting for signals, right? Actually see what's going down. Because a lot of times, a lot of people in here, they're just there for signals, which is cool. It is what it is. But I'll notice that, like, when I say I'm live, nobody will look at that stuff. But as soon as I post a signal, that's when all the views come in. It was like, okay. Then you're not going to really understand why we took the trade and all that stuff. So definitely explore the channel. And the reason why we're able to catch so many pips every month, every week and stuff is because, again, we're not catching bounces or retracements. We're patiently waiting and following the flow of price. We're catching higher highs and lower lows. We're not catching bounces and retracements, right? We look at GN. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today. Literally caught the entire direction of price. And then when you go on the daily time frame, I caught this higher low. Whoops, I messed that up. I caught this higher low into the higher high. And if you go to Sunday, you go to the Sunday chart analysis that I dropped early at the beginning of this week. A lot of the stuff, including GN and EN, I went over, and it's going exactly as projected. So you go to the 15th, you watch the Sunday chart analysis. I broke all that stuff down in there. So make sure to check that out. I don't like to literally slander people, but you said the name first. I wouldn't even follow that clown. I wouldn't even follow that clown. If you're actually trying to learn, like, I don't even slander traders. I don't talk shit about traders. I made a couple videos in the past correcting big traders when they say like terrible information. But that dude's a clown. He's a clown. I wouldn't even follow him. I literally had to block him off all my TikTok pages because every time he would pop up on my For You page, he was saying some stupid shit. Like, that dude's a clown. Don't even follow him. Don't even follow him. Don't even follow him. He's a clown. And I'm not going to just say he's a clown. I'm going to explain why he's a clown. He claims he's a day trader, right? But every time he gives advice about day trading, it's completely terrible. It's completely terrible. Like, when I made a stitch on my Instagram and TikTok, y'all can see it. It's still on there. Instagram, TikTok's on the bottom of the screen. Instagram's playmaker_way, TikTok's playmaker_way. Where he was talking about, he literally said in the video, this might sound stupid, or he said like this might sound like revenge trading or something like that. But he said, when I lose a trade, the next trade I take, if it's a high probability setup, I'm gonna double down. Basically, if I risk 2% and I lost the trade, the next trade will risk 4%. That makes zero fucking sense. And then before that, why would you take a trade that wasn't a high probability setup? That's why people say trading is risky and gambling. So that's just one example. He says stupid shit all the time, right? Or he has a page literally called TJR Trades, but half his videos, he's trying to tell people not to trade. But then he wants to casually flex how he made money, whether he did or not in a trade. That makes zero sense. Like, why make a trading page? Talk about how you're making money trading. Make a sketchy prop firm, but then every other video you're talking about how nobody should trade and how hard trading is. And then whenever you make advice about trading, you're either trolling or when you're trying to be serious, it's shit advice. So yeah, like I said, I don't really call people out, but you said the name first. I would even follow that clown. I literally blocked him on all my shit. He's terrible for the industry. Terrible. But anyways, let me get back to the charts. Dude, the 60K don't mean shit, bro. The 60K don't mean shit. The 60K don't mean shit, bro. That dude's a clown. That dude's a clown. Y'all be, I guess I was like that too, but people can make money in the trading industry, but that doesn't mean they know how to trade, right? I show this example all the time when I go live with TikTok. I'll pull up a photo really quick. And this is why when people make money, this is why when you see people flex profits, they never talk about how many pips they caught. They rarely talk about the risk to reward. They just talk about, look how much I made. Usually why they don't bring up the risk to reward or the pips is because there's not a lot of pips. And that's also why I could flex how much I make. Like I made 1,000 today, I made 3K today. I don't do that. The reason why I don't do that is because you're not going to make what I make unless you literally risk what I risked or have an account size I have. But we can talk about pips, we can talk about risk to reward, and that's why I also call these trades out, right? So if I call a trade out and we all take the same trade, that's something to talk about, right? Risk to reward, we can all have a similar risk to reward. Pips, we can all have the same amount of pips, but we're not going to make the same amount in every trade. Right, so that's why a lot of people flex these big amounts or try to make it seem like it's all cool and dandy, but these people don't trade for real, bro. He even admits it all the time. And again, with his content, you can't really tell when he's being serious or not, but he admits it all the time how he is a shit trader. Like, he does not trade like that. He does not trade like that. But I'm going to show you an example of why you got to be careful when people flex profits, because, again, you got to understand, we got to look into it, okay? Because, again, let me just show you a photo because I can explain it better why I show you this photo. And this isn't a photo from his, but this is another trader that does the same shit, flexes profits, doesn't really talk about risk reward or how many pips it was. They only talk about how much they made, right? So this is a screenshot. Members, you've seen this before. I showed this like last week on a couple of the TikTok lives. So let me find this really quick, right? Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, but literally, I mean, you can do what the fuck you want, but you're in my chat asking questions. And I'm being so serious right now. And people can attest to this because I do not be on my live streams talking shit, at least name dropping traders. But you said his name. Do not follow that dude. That dude is a complete clown. That dude's a complete clown. All right. So this is why you gotta be careful when people flex profits, right? And usually most of his content he don't even showing like the trade setup. He'll just say I took this trade and I just made this amount. So who knows if he's really consistent making that amount, right? But this is a screenshot from a trader that I saw on Instagram. He was talking. I wish I screenshotted the photos before this, but he was talking the most trash. He was like, "This trading stuff's easy, blah 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 blah. I'm the best in the game." And he was like, "I made 14K today," which is great. He closed these positions, so he probably did make 14K if this is a real account, right? But let's take a deeper look at this. One, he was risking 25 lots. Now, most people aren't going to be putting 25 lots down. Let me grab my charger before my computer dies. So give me 1 second. Oh, shit. Let me not bust my ass while I do it. Give me 1 second, y'all. right? So the first red flag is most people don't got 25 lots. That's like 250 bucks a pip. Most people aren't risking 250 bucks a pip, all right? Then the second thing, let's look at some of these profit closes. 250 bucks, 550, 950, 2,000. If you're risking 25 lots, how are you only making this amount off of 25 lots? Then that's when, again, understanding the fundamentals comes into play. If you know how to count pips, all you got to do is look at where he entered and exited at. He entered on this screenshot, and again, this isn't the dude you're talking about. This is another person. He entered at 504. He closed at 507. That's literally 3 pips. Who is closing after just catching 3 pips? And then who is making 950 bucks off 3 pips? Most people aren't, especially beginner traders. This one, he made 550 bucks. He entered at 509, closed at 511. So then you got to start asking more questions. What was his game plan? What was the risk reward setup? Or were these all strictly break even trades? Because again, who was going for 3-5 pip moves? So if all these are break even, that's even worse, right? Things aren't making sense. And then this one hit stop loss. He lost 2 bands on this. He entered at 704 or 70.44, closed at 70.36. That's like a 15 pip, 10 pip stop loss. So what the fuck's going on here? So again, you can't just be captivated because somebody made money trading. Anybody can make money trading, but how many wins before that, or how many losses before that win? What was the risk reward setup? How much was he risking? You gotta start asking these questions. So you can't just, because somebody made money, be like, oh, okay, they must know what they're doing. No, but that is a complete clown. So please don't ever say his name in my chat again. And again, if you're actually trying to learn how to trade, do not watch that dude. I'm not saying only watch my channel, but I am saying do not watch that dude. That dude's a complete fucking clown. But anyways, let me get back to these chats. That dude's a complete clown. Hold on first. Okay, I just explained why, so I'm assuming you said that while I was talking. I just explained to show multiple reasons why. I gave multiple examples of videos he said himself, saying that goofy stuff. And how do you don't put multiple TPs. You don't put multiple TPs. You can only put one TP or one SL. So again, if you're brand new to trade, you don't even need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. Like I said, you just said earlier that you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, you need to learn how to read the charts first. Not just, uptrend, downtrend, not just the pattern, like a double top, not just a candlestick. You need to understand how price moves, the cycles of price, volume, key price levels. Once you understand all that, then you got to have a trading plan. In my most recent video I just dropped, I go over the trading plan. Then after you have the trading plan and you understand how to read the charts, then that's when you go in the demo and you start practicing taking setups, entries, learn how to count pips, understand risk reward, all that good stuff. But if you're brand new to trading, you do not need to be on a live account, because 9 times out of 10, you're just going to lose that money, if we're being honest. Only problem is you go live at 3 a.m. for me, since Eastern time. It's 3 a.m. for me as well. I mean, unless you got work at 4 a.m., it's a big misconception that you need 8 hours of sleep. You do not need 8 hours of sleep. You don't. And again, all these are recorded, so if you do miss them, you can watch them later. But I mean, if you don't have work till 8 a.m., you can get up at 3 a.m. and only live for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like before I went full time, I was still waking up at 3 a.m. I was still trading. Used to work 2 jobs. So again, like 3 a.m. ain't shit. Like it's 3 a.m. for me right now. Well, it's not where I'm at right now, but when I was on Eastern Standard Time, it was 3 a.m. That don't mean shit. You're up, and you got at least 3-4 hours before you got to go to work. You can lose an hour and a half of sleep. You don't need 8 hours of sleep. Like during the week, I function completely fine of 4 hours. Only time I get a full 8 hours of sleep is sometimes, or maybe tonight since it's Friday, or maybe Saturday. But you don't need 8 hours of sleep. And like I said, with trading, once you understand how trading works, you can trade any session. You can trade Tokyo, London, New York. So you can have it based around your work schedule or your daily life routines. That's the beauty of trading. It's open 5 days a week, only close 1 hour out the day. Literally opportunities all day. GU's going down. GJ's still chilling. GN's kind of still chilling. I just had an alert go off on EA, so let's see what EA is talking about. All right, so EA just broke that level. So I'm going to see what this next 15 is looking like. So I'm going to catch it to the chats because there are some good questions popping up. That's going to help other people that are new too. So I'm going to go answer some more of those questions. And anyone else got questions, you can drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But yeah, we're kind of just chilling right now. The main charts I want to look at trading, just patiently waiting for my confirmations. Let me see. Yeah, bro, one trade on the ground did 80 lot size. I appreciate being transparent in the beginning. I know there's a lot of fake traders out there. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Like I said, like when you, it's just like anything in life. Like when you get experience in life, you know what you're doing. Like let's talk about like if you play an instrument or you play a sport or you know something about like a certain subject, you can tell when somebody else knows what they're talking about or they're just BSing. And he's just one of those people, right? And again, he does a good part. He's very good at what he does, not trading, but marketing wise, because he trolls so much that even when he's being serious, unless you know that he's being serious, you think he's trolling. So you can never really tell when he's being serious. But that dude's a complete goofball. He's a complete goofball. He's terrible for the community. Like it makes zero sense. Like, why would you make an account, flex how you make money, make millions off trading in crypto, but then tell your entire audience not to learn how to trade? But then have a community and programs for traders. That makes zero fucking sense. And then on top of it, like I said, when you actually watch some of his content, his actual tips, they're all trash. They're literally trash. And again, I don't just my content isn't about talking shit about traders, but like I said, you brought the name up, so I'm just being honest. Like I said, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, like I said, I got stuff for beginners. Like literally, I have playlists. I have a trade breakdown playlist, trading tip playlist. So again, if you're brand new to trading, explore the channel. I wouldn't really focus on the live streams unless you're you're up while I am live. But I'm talking about like this weekend. Don't worry about the live streams. Just go straight to the content. Go to the trading tip video playlist. Watch those videos because again, the reason why a lot of people struggle with trading is because they skip steps. Instead of taking the time to learn how to read the candlesticks, what do a lot of people do? They go straight to an indicator or they learn a pattern. That only does so much, right? That's why when after you take a trade, you know when to take a trade, great. You know when to execute a trade. But now, what's the next part? Now you're struggling, understanding what's going on while you're in the trade. Understanding if it's a retracement or a rejection going on, knowing when to hold a trade, when to close a trade, right? Indicator ain't going to tell you all that. And the indicator, especially on smaller time frames, are always late to the party, if we're being honest. And again, that helps with the trading psychology because again, if you don't know what the fuck's going on when you're in the trade, of course, when you're in the trade, you're gonna be stressed, your anxiety is gonna be high, you're gonna be staring at your phone screen when you're in drawdown and a profit. You know what I'm saying? But when you take the time to learn everything, you're not gonna be as stressed. You're gonna win more than you lose. You're gonna save yourself a lot of money that most people throw away their first month or two when they learn how to trade. And again, you should be in no rush to put your money in the markets when you don't know what's going on. Because, again, if you're trying to make money, that's not the way to do it, right? So, again, learn how to read the charts first. Understand the flow of price. Once you understand the flow of price, the rules to the market, Then that's when you want to get your trading plan down, map out what you're trying to do with trading. And then from there, that's when you go on the demo, practice, your lot sizes, how to count pips, how to work MT4, MT5, all that good stuff, right? And then when you get on the demo, another mistake people make is you got to treat the demo like you're going to treat your live account, right? So again, you can, even if you're going to put like $100, $500, $1,000, you can have a demo that's 10K, 50K, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you do stupid lot sizes. You should still do lot sizes that you would take on your personal account, right? So I say this all the time. Like when I've relearned and retaught myself how to trade, when I figured out the strategy, I literally practiced the strategy for like 4 to 6 months on a demo before I switched over to a live account. And when I was on that demo, I was using lot sizes I had planned to use when I was going to buy my challenges for my prop firms, and like lot sizes I plan to use on my live personal accounts. So if I'm practicing like that versus most people where they just do stupid lot sizes, they're just like, oh, look, I just made a bunch of money because I did a 5 lot, even though I know in my live account, the most I'm able to do is a 1, if not less. Then, of course, when you go on a live account, you just build a bunch of bad habits. So, of course, those habits are going to trickle over because all you're doing is hitting settings and switching from demo to live account versus if you take it seriously, you treat it like you would treat your live account. You close trades, secure profits, you don't over leverage. You patiently wait for your confirmations before entering. You're not just on there just experimenting, doing random stuff that you wouldn't do on your live account. Your results are going to be completely different. You get what I'm saying? Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. So y'all watch those videos dropped in the chat. I'm gonna drop another one in the chat too. That's gonna help you out. But like I said, explore the channel. I got videos on everything: trading psychology videos. I got trading tip videos, trading plan videos. I got all types of videos. I got videos on how to read the candlesticks. I'm actually gonna drop a couple more videos in the chat. Not just for you. This is for everyone. But I'm gonna drop a couple more in the chat. Let me see. All right, bet. And if you're not subbed to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button because we don't just go on live every day. London session 3 AM EST, but we post weekly content. Just dropped the video last night. Y'all voted for it. Y'all asked for it. Asking y'all shall receive. So make sure to check that video I dropped last night as well. Members who are going to be going live during New York session. There's no news during New York. Well, there is, but y'all know what I mean. No high impact news, but we're still going to go live today. We're going to go live same time, 8:30. We're going to be breaking some things down. Yeah, the currency pairs are still kind of ranging. Gold kind of did a move. I'm really focusing on indices and gold today. I got alerts on the currency pairs, but they're kind of just in between. So again, we don't chase trades. We trade off our key price levels. So we're just patiently waiting for price to break above or below those levels. So let me catch up to the chat. And we can see this entire live price has just been chilling here. So again, it's not like we ain't just taking trades. Again, if you're going to take a trade, it got to make sense. It got to make sense. All right. So would you recommend people to get into trading? Yes. Get into trading. Like, you don't got to be full-time like I am, but everybody should know how to trade and read the charts. Right? Because even before I quit my jobs, I was making part-time income trading alone. And again, it's literally just a money glitch. It's like having an ATM in your pocket at all times when you know what you're doing. Because again, you're not working for the money, but you grow your money. It's like you grab the money you got from your job, and that's like a seed. You put it in the dirt, which is your broker, and then you just make more money out of nothing, right? Like, I'm gonna show a couple things as well. Like, these are some things I did on like $100 accounts, $200 accounts. I'm just going to show you what's possible. Because another misconception is people think the reason why they're struggling is because, oh, I just don't have enough money in my account. If I was able to risk more, I'd make more of my wins, which is true, but you would also lose more in your wins, right? So here's a couple things you can do with trading. And again, let me try to find this. Where's the one? I think it was this one. Yeah, so this week, this happened, this was like last quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this was May, so it was like a quarter and a half ago. So you see right here, I was like, for motivation, no over leverage, just patience, understanding the market structure, keep price lows, been holding these trades for 2 days. Kind of light on the over leveraging part, because when I re-looked at it, I went a little big on the lot sizes, but I'm gonna show you another one where I didn't go as large. But again, this was a $100 account, so this wasn't initially $100. This was one of my accounts. I have multiple accounts. I have accounts I do long-term investments on. I have accounts where I strictly just focus on securing profits, and then some of the accounts when I withdraw for the week, I'll leave some in there just to see if I can grow that shit. So I left $100 in there after I withdrew at this account, and I was like, let me see what I can do with this. So literally, in like a day and a half, I doubled my account. I turned $100 into $200. Again, I didn't work for this. I didn't clock in for this. I literally grabbed the $100 that I had, put it into this account because I understand how price works. I was able to grow 100 and turn it into $200, and then I was able to turn that into $300. I literally tripled my account in like a couple days, this one day, right? And again, so we look right here. Again, I'm gonna show you the difference between the other screenshot I showed you and this one. So one, this is a 0.04. These ain't no 24 lots. I think most people could put a 0.04, if not more, right? And then what I want y'all to really pay attention to is how many pips I caught. I entered this at 169.60. It's at 170.46. So that's literally like 70, 80 pips. Gold, I entered at 2010. It was all the way down at 1987. And those that don't know how much that is, that's a shit ton of pips. I don't feel like doing the calculator right now, but that's a shit ton of pips. That's bigger than the move that we caught not yesterday, 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So then this screenshot, same account, same positions. I just added a couple more positions, right? So that EM trade, I was in drawdown on. Fast forward, I'm in profit on that trade, added another position, added a third position on gold, but held the same 2 positions on gold, just like I had the same 2 positions on GJ. And I literally tripled my account in 3 days. And then I did another one, not as aggressive, but I did the same thing. I doubled it in like 3 days. So go to this one. That was in May. This was August, literally 2 months later. 3 months, something like that. I was like still holding GA, and these are trades I call in the free channel and the advanced play sooner. So again, I take some trades on my own, don't get me wrong, but trades that I post in the channel, I do take with y'all. But I do take my own trades as well, personally. But all the trades I take, even the trades I take on my own, I break down on the live streams. And if you remember, in the New York price watch list, and then in the Sunday chart analysis in the free channel. Right, so this account, I was like still holding GA, just broke back above the level. I just broke back above the middle of the zone, waiting for a retest, still holding GJ, still holding gold, re-entering off rejection, still holding NAS, right? This was August 15th. This was at 8:54 p.m. EST at this time. Again, this was $140 in here, up $23. So this was $100 account, about 23% right now. Again, these are 0.01 lot sizes, but let's take a deeper look. This GA buy entered at 96.09 is at 97.01. That's almost 100 pips this one trade alone. Almost 100 pips this one trade alone. GJ entered at 183.92 is at 184.93. That's 100 pips. So these aren't small moves. So if I got 100 pips and I'm up $6 on a 0.01, imagine how much I made off my main accounts. Or imagine how much I could have made off a 0.10 or standard, or that 25 lot that Goofy posted on his story, flexing, catching 3 pips. Imagine if I put a 25 lot and caught 100 pips. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? So then we scroll down the next day, literally 12 hours later. Another example why I stressed to go with the trend. We couldn't ride this wave all week, including last week. It was going for small bounces or retracements. Same account size, same positions, same account balance, same positions, but the profit grew, right? So at 183.92, I'm now at 185.62. So that's 200 pips with these 3, over 200 pips. We combine all 3 of these, right? We look at GN, enter at 1319, it's at 1381. So I'm up like 60 pips on here. We look at this GA setup, I entered at 9609, is at 9758. I'm up over 100 pips on this GA by one position alone. And that's just 12 hours down the line. And I think I got one more screenshot. So then this is again, another 12 hours passed. Same account, doubled in 3 days. Again, same balance, same positions. 9609, but now I'm at 9864. So I'm up 200 pips plus on this position, 183.92, 186.19. Literally up 200, almost 300 pips on GJ. So again, these are 0.01s. So again, it's not the account size that's the issue. It's just you don't got the fundamentals down. All right, because if you can't grow a small account, getting more money or putting more money in or getting more funds isn't the solution. Because then it's not going to change. Because again, I said it in my video I dropped last night. 5% of $100, 5% of $1,000, 5% of 10K is still 5%. Still 5%. You get what I'm saying? Only thing that changes is the value in the whole number. He said because he knows like 98% of traders, not even 98, the percentage went up. So he's still using just bad information. And even if that's the case, why not try to change that number? Like, that's why I started the playbook. I didn't start the playbook to tell people what trading's hard. I think everybody knows people struggle with trading. I started the playbook to show people that's actually easier than people make it seem. Again, that's why I started the free channel, because again, it's one thing for me to just make a channel and be like, oh, look what I did today. Look what I did, guys. Look what I did today. Versus me literally every day predict what the markets are going to do. Every day call signals out that I take. You know what I'm saying? Wins, losses, everything's documented in here. It's completely different from me just showing what I did at the end of the day versus y'all see me from the beginning of the day, break the trade down, take the trade, literally give entry SLs. All that stuff is completely different from me just being like, oh, look what I did today. You know what I'm saying? And again, when he does give advice, it's literally trash. It's literally trash. So he's not even helping the percentage. He's actually making it worse. Yeah, that dude is good at marketing as well. You should make a playlist with all your beginner trading tips, like a mini course on how to learn it. I have a playlist that literally is titled like trading tips, and I have one for trade breakdowns. So if you literally watch any of those playlists, it's like a mini course specifically for it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're talking about a course. I have an actual course, but again, all the stuff on my YouTube channel isn't just half information. So you buy my stuff. Like every video, if it's in the title, I go over it. Like I don't just sprinkle a little information and then go, oh, well, I want all the information on this specific topic, so let me go give this guy money. No. Literally every video, like if I talk about how to identify the trend and trend reversals, I don't just say, oh, so the idea is this. No, I literally give examples, multiple examples. I walk you through it. I explain why it makes sense. But a lot of traders will talk about do this, do that, but they can't even explain why to do it. They're just saying to do it because they just saw another video somebody saying do it. But literally all my videos, I explain why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I make it make sense. So all my stuff is literally beginner friendly, intermediate friendly, and for advanced traders. Because again, trading is simpler than people make it seem. It's very simple. The reason why people struggle with it is because, again, you're skipping steps and you're rushing. So if you're rushing or skipping steps, anything in life is going to be a lot harder than if you take the time to understand the craft and what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? I talked about this in my video yesterday. Like, trading is no different from any other skill or trade. Like, any other skill or trade, or if you got a job, what do? You go to somebody with experience, whether that's a boss, a mentor, and you learn from them. So I don't get why with trading, people don't want to do that. Or they think it's different, or they think I'm just going to magically get good at it. I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking about people in general. It's no different from anything else in life. You're going to have to put time into it. You're going to have to sacrifice time into it. You're going to have to put in effort. You're going to have to take it seriously. And you're going to make mistakes, but it's okay to make mistakes. You just got to acknowledge what you did wrong and learn from it. A lot of people will make mistakes Instead of stopping that, they just continue to do it, or they get mad they made a mistake, but then they're continuing to do the same thing. So it's like, at that point, you're choosing to do that. It's one thing when you don't know better, but once you understand what you're doing wrong, you're still doing it. That's when it becomes an issue. You get what I'm saying? Leverages and accounts. Leverage. So if you're talking about making leverage, if you're talking about personal accounts, just do 1 to 500. The most profits are 1 to 100. So if you're making a personal account or a demo, make sure the leverage is 1 to 500. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to give him more clout. Like I said, like I'm not even talking about him anymore. Like I'm not, like I said, I made a couple videos on him and a couple other traders, and I called it that because then I started thinking about it. I'm not trying to be like a page, because there's a few pages y'all might have seen them, especially on TikTok, where they're like literally all their content is just talking shit about other traders. I was like, I'm not even trying to focus on that. I'm going to just focus on what I'm doing. So I'm not going to review his trades. Honestly, not respectfully, fuck his trades. Look at my trades. I'm going to talk about my trade. I'm not going to review another person's trades. Now, if a student remembers trades, I'll do that, but I'm not going to make content reviewing someone else's trades. I'm going to review my trades, because my trades are the best in the game, in my opinion. So I'm going to go over my trades. Because again, with this strategy, you're not just catching the bounce or retracement. You're literally catching the entire direction price is going for the day. You look at gold. When price was tanking to the downside, caught the entire drop to the downside. Literally caught the entire drop to the downside. As soon as price reversed, caught the entire reversal as we speak, still catching moves. When we was in a downtrend way back when, here, caught the entire downtrend. If you look at the charts, I'm almost catching literally every pip, at least the pump. I don't really care about the retracements, right? You literally go down, literally catching majority of these pips. And this is just gold. You get what I'm saying? We go back on the daily time frame. All right, as soon as the reversal started, caught this lower low, caught the second lower low, caught the third lower low. So again, are you trying to just catch a bounce or retracement, or are you trying to figure out the direction price is going so you can catch the most pips possible, have the greatest risk reward possible, and again, have a higher likelihood of going your direction? Because we all know we don't control price, so it makes the most sense to figure out the direction price is going, so you have a higher chance and likelihood of when you do enter a trade going in your favor. Again, we're in a downtrend. We see way more red than green candlesticks. So does it make sense to go for a buy when we're bearish? No. Just like when we're bullish, it doesn't make sense to go for sells. Right? Just like when we're bullish, it doesn't make sense to go for sells. And if we look at price, I went over this in Sunday chart analysis as well. Literally caught the entire move. This was Monday, retracement, higher high. Literally caught the entire move. And if I did things properly, well, actually, it would trace harshly a couple times. But if I did things properly, I could have had a huge swing trade this week on this and GM. But I made a couple mistakes on that. But next week, I'm ready for the next lower, higher, high opportunity. All right, y'all. So really quick, we're just going to go over what I'm looking at this week. I'm looking at for today. I'm going to go over the news and stuff. We got a bunch of prices ranging, retracing and stuff. Going to let price do its thing for now. So GJ is basically still the same. It's in this box. I want to see if we can break below 181.20. Failed to do so twice again. Still just ranging here. So if it breaks above like 182.30, 182.40, we can look for buys. If it breaks below 181.20, 181.10, we can look for sells. Indices, I'm looking for sells on these still, especially because of what it did yesterday. Just waiting for volume to pick up. It's kind of just ranging right now. As we can see, I'm going to put alerts on above and below it. But Price was looking bullish at the beginning of this week, but it failed to make a higher low. Instead, it rejected to the downside. So we could see a retest here, but I'm leaning towards sells as of now. It's going to have to break a couple lows for me to go for buys again. So we're waiting to see again price break above or retest levels. Just patiently waiting. And then gold, we're looking for buys, obviously. GN, we're looking for buys still. Remember, we're going to be going live at 8:30 again today. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm probably going to be going live on TikTok later on today as well. You should see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is Playmaker_Way. TikTok is Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. All right, so make sure to check that out. Also, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Go on free Signal, free Telegram. First link in the description. Let me cut you to these chats before I hop off. All right, cool. Cut. All right, so again, I dropped the video last night. Make sure to watch the video from yesterday. And I'm going to see y'all either next time I post a video or the next time I'm live. We out.